6, and welcome everyone. There's quite a bit of our players here, and there's some of the new people. Some of you stand outside of the frame, then they cannot hear us because they were
Yeah,
trying
true,
to
but we are
come in.
on Twitch. We do have people watching on Twitch. Actually,
All right.
111 viewers. Shouts to everybody that's here on Twitch watching. All right.
I like
Pero
this.
se ve, ¿no?
So, all right, I'm gonna start. This is
Yeah.
a very long one, so you guys get your Red Bulls ready and coffees and get your swords out of your pockets and all that stuff. Get ready, put your phones away. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about Avalon that's been here with us for 2 years almost now. Avalon is a full open world, not limited MMORPG. A little bit old school, a little bit new, with tons of NFTs that you can gather within a game by completing the quest and killing the bosses. And Avalon currently is accessible in the following chains. It's accessible in the WAX. It's accessible in and currently we also have added Wombat, and Wombat decided that they will reward players for playing the game. So you can gain rewards in Wombat token from completing the quests or killing NPCs or doing raids with people or gathering rare items. So what are we doing in Avalon? Avalon has a full token. I'm going to maybe talk first about this, how you gain anything, because most of the community here is web free. How can you gain anything in Avalon? You gain NFTs right now that some of them have value put by players on within $80. Your current pass is 60. That gives you access for 30 days. We're coming up with a yearly passes right now. During the 30 days, you can generate your first character that then you can play forever. And during the first 30 days, you can probably gather 5 or 6 very rare NFTs that are armor or weapons. Or artifacts that you wear, and players on the marketplaces are buying those from you to make their characters stronger. So this is the only way right now for those that want to earn something in Avalon. Those are NFTs. The second way that we don't provide, but Wombat provides, is earn Wombat points and then change those into Wombat tokens and withdraw that to the market and sell. So what is Avalon? Avalon is an open world MMORPG. It's located in the medieval times. It's located in Scotland for the beginning of it. From Scotland, we're moving to Portugal and the holy city of Jerusalem, and we are following the story of the Templar Knights. What did they found under the Jerusalem, and what they're going to do with it, and what is their actual story. We have a really good team. Some of our guys are from. I'm going to go with it very quickly. Let's go. Final Fantasy 15. We have the sound director from there. Witcher 1, 2, and 3. We have the full level designer. Diablo. We have character designers. Assassin's Creed. We have character designers. Main writer from Game of Thrones. Secondary writer from Lords of the Rings support. The actors I'm not going to go yet into, but I'm going to go with it a little bit faster. Let's go. Where do we launching? We are fully approved license, and we will be launching on the Game Pass. On all the PCs in the world, we will be accessible. The moment you buy the PC, Avalon will be there on the Game Pass. We are launching on Xbox, also licensed by Microsoft. We are launching on Nintendo, and we have already submitted and we are approved for the last, I think, 8 months. We've been on Epic Games. We became #1 NFT game on Epic Games. You just type NFT, we're right there on the top. That goes by how many wish lists people submitting. Now, this will be an NFT optional game. So you can also just buy a code for $59.99 and just play the game freely without NFTs and gain everything, but you going to have some limitations. For example, you can gain dragons, you can have a dragon riders, and you don't own your characters, right? The game works like any other NFT game in the world. Basically, when you get to owning your own character, you level it up, you put a gear on it, make it stronger, and then you can, if you're tired of it, you can list it on the marketplace, and players that want to get to certain areas will buy that character from you, just like you see it in tons of other Web2 games. Now, a lot of areas are gated by your character class. They're gated by character level, and they, in general, gated by the type of your character. So there is going to be places in the game in big mobs where some of the players cannot access. So they'll be looking for the characters that you have and you made it stronger. We plan it pretty well to give him larger and larger and larger game the moment you level up and making stronger one of your characters. You can own up to 6 classes in the game, including Vikings, Druids, Elves, Inquisitors, Templars. We have different types of dragons in the game. We have a fire dragons, we have ice dragons, and water dragons. All these are mounts. You can fly, you can freeze, you can burn. You can own multiple lands. It's a really complex system, guys, so it takes a lot for me to tell you everything. But you can own lands. Like we have 7 villages with multiple different guilds. Pretty much 80% of the lands are currently sold out in the game. I would say 90% of businesses in the game are sold out. What is a land in the game? It's your own home or your own farm when you produce things and receive things. And it's a full 3D item like these that you see here to the left that all have owners. You approach it, you open the gate if you own the NFT, and you own that building and the land with it. What is a business in the game? Business in the game is a building that provides services to players, such as Forge or Mill or Portal, and these gathering in-game AVO token, and then that token can be exchanged for different NFTs and different items. Oh, I went quick with it. Let me think. Did I forgot something? No. I think that's it. Now, do we have a mount that are NFTs? Yes, we do have mounts that are NFTs, and you can purchase them or you can gain them in certain quests. There are purchasable not through the marketplace. There you can buy them directly from the owners of the forges. So they're receiving drops of NFTs every month. So are the owners of our temples. They receive a home drop every 30 days, and then they give it to the guildies, or they basically put it on the marketplace. What else, guys? We currently have 3 large raids that players are going with the storyline, a really big quest system, which you see is an older version of the game that we're releasing the new one this 15th, that has a compass, a system of weather that changes for you. And also we build a very large new village with the raid number 4. This is an island. It's a really big island. We're still in alpha, so please don't expect miracles. We're still working. We're changing the horses. We're changing animations. We're changing a lot of things in a game. We're constantly testing with a group of players here. I think it's a lot of fun to play it. From what I've seen, some of the players will spend 6-7 hours a day just playing the game. It will drag you in if you are an MMO fan. It has enough content for a solid month and a half of gameplay if you play every day couple hours. There is enough quests right now. There's enough leveling up. There's enough discovering. There is a solid, I think, 8 NFTs that you can gain. They're quite valuable. There will not appear again after the alpha closes. So we're changing the whole set of NFTs. So there will be the very original, unique ones. Somebody is fighting here and actually doing the quests, I can see. And basically, you go to the quest that opens the gates for you. Then you go to the raid. How is raid working here? As a group of players, you're coming into the raid like you did it in World of Warcraft or any other games of that style. And then you go into waves of enemies and you killing the boss. The moment you kill the boss, the system will check in which chain are you connected and will issue a reward in the form of NFT for killing the boss into your wallet, into your chain. So now another question everybody asks, are we playing all together in one server? Yes, you guys are. It doesn't matter from which chain you came. You can be with Wax, Polygon, Binance, IMX. You are always in the one chain. The system on the back end know where you came from. So you can be in a raid with guys from different chains and make new friends. Yet at the end of the actual raid, you will receive the reward. Avalon is growing. We're preparing launch in Unreal 5. That's going to launch in December on Epic Games. It has well, you need to have a good computer, right? So you can't just play it on potato machine. This version 4, we made it that you can reduce your graphic scale to pretty much minimum, and that will play on potatoes. But in general, look for something like i5, i7 with 16 gigs. I strongly recommend to have decent computer, and I strongly recommend starting to think about good computers because Unreal 4 is going to be gone very soon, and the 5 unfortunately requires better machines from people. So keep that in mind. We're not browser game. You have to install us, and we run directly from your computer after you connect to the server. What else? I'm thinking if I forgot something, guys. Multiple storylines. So you can be an Inquisitor and go the dark path. You can be a Templar and go to the light path. They also have their separate weapons. So if you're if you like fire, you're gonna go with Inquisitors. If you like more of an ice weapons or Templars in general, you're gonna go with Templars. If you want to be a bowmaster, you will go with elves, right? If you like breeding horses, for example, and doing all that stuff, you can have Vikings. If you like building boats, you're gonna have the giant Vikings. A lot of options here. And if you have if you want to be a mage or a healer, we have 2 different types of druids currently. that you can go and you can support your teams and heal. So that's pretty much it for the updates. I want to tell you, brand new horse system. Horses will be a battle mounts too. That's something I didn't say. So hold on. We have standard mounts that are not NFTs. Then we have mounts that are NFTs. These mounts, like he has a non-NFT mount that he's riding that was about 4,000 coin in game. That horse just lets you summon him and ride around, but the horse won't fight for you and won't heal you. Doesn't do anything. It's just a transportation. Ones are faster, ones are stronger, but the NFT horses will heal you, will fight with you, so they can kick from the front, they can kick from the back, they can headbutt. They're pretty strong. So that is that. Then we have a system of companions. There are non-NFT companions and companions that are NFTs. Non-NFT companions will follow you and sit with you, and just in the future they will talk to you. Right now we're working on a system that they will remember all your questions and the things that you did. But we also have an NFT companions that will perform tasks. So guard, attack, stay, follow, and with time they will grow. You can level them up, and you can also list them on a marketplace if you're tired of them. Pretty much we have everything you can imagine in MMOs. I don't think we missed anything in this game. We're just still working on the quality. We're working on the speed of the actual game, and we bring in more and more players. But keep in mind, this is still late alpha. Beta is coming in December. We had a couple thousand players already played that one. We worked out all the bugs over this 2023 year. And we have players as high as level 200, which I think is fantastic for the early stage. People are really dedicated. And when you come in with your NFT characters, your levels will always save and always stay with the character and build its value for you or the next player. What else? Every single quest is spoken, so there's a lot of voice actors in this game. Some of them that are coming in beta are quite famous, but I can release who's coming. And in general, you're going to see Avalon not located in Wax or Wax ecosystem only. Avalon is going to be a normal standard Web2 game where you will have an access to Web3 from inside of it. You can make a decision if you want to play with the Web2 crowd or free, and you want to own certain items as an NFTs. The regulations are changing. Epic allows that already. Steam does not, but Steam is working on it. Microsoft allows if it's an NFT optional game. There's several games already there. So they start to understand that NFT games are needed. But I don't want to guard this only to NFT players due to small size of communities of NFT games and how complicated it is to log into the games, right? So we're going to have our hardcore people that will understand the NFT world, and we're going to have um, a group that will come from the, oh, somebody's writing something here too. Oh, Ipona. So this one is an NFT horse. This one, Heels actually drew it. We just missed it here. I think this one, the green one. So I think Goldmoon has that one. This is one of the horses that it's very soft for. And actually, players don't even sell these. From what I'm seeing, they just hold to them. I don't see nobody listing them. But that's pretty much it about Avalon. How do you guys follow us? Join our Discord. Go there to click on the big screen behind you on the booth. That's going to show you Linktree. In that Linktree, you will see Discord. You will see Twitter. If you don't use Discord, which I know you guys do, but if you don't, go on the Twitter, ask us questions also in Twitter. If you use Discord, community is very helpful. You can ask any questions. If you have issues with logging, issue with getting pass, open tickets, ask community. Our players are between ages of 35 and 65. It's an adult community that supports the project, and large amount of this project has been built with community, which means they recommended what will be a good quest, what would be a good outfit, what would be a good sword. And these players that we have, they have years and years and years of playing all kinds of MMOs, right? So it's not only built by us developers with our limited imagination, but also we took a lot of help from players, and that made the game, I think, pretty fun. It has a great loop. As you can see on Epic, people are voting us number one for the last since November. We're there on the top left. If you type MMO in Epic, we're on the top. If you type MMORPG, we are on the top. And if you type NFT, we're number one or two, depending on the day. So that's it. I was trying to tell you as much as I can in a short time. I may miss something about team, or I miss something about actors, but these are things that you can find on the website. There is a huge white paper for those guys. It has over 100 pages. So you need to have a bunch of coffees and dinners and read through it. And you can own anything you want. You can own characters, you can own buildings, you can own mounts, you can own businesses, or you can set up one character and then buy a bunch of different outfits for it to make it stronger. Multiple mini bosses in the game that are not related to raids. You can play this game by yourself, never go into a raid. It's totally fine. You can explore, you can fish, you can hunt for treasures. It's a really big island. It's also a game created for people that want to relax after the day was tough at work or home and just kick in, put headphones. We have really good sounds. Very relaxing to explore caves, kill some bots, hunt vampires. A lot of cool things here for people that just want to relax. It's not a high paced game if you don't want it to be. So you have two options depending on your mood and what kind of player you are. Because I have a lot of questions. People say, can I play it if I really like to be by myself? Yes, you can. And you can totally make it through the first two raids by yourself. But usually there's going to be players to help you. But you don't need to do stuff in the groups if you choose to. Well, thank you guys for hearing me out. I hope I explained everything. If anyone has any questions, just type the mic and feel free to ask. Correct.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So no free access to the game, and I'm going to stick to it for a very long time because if you don't put something in, you don't respect what you're playing or people around you. So I'm going to stick to it. We do have a 7-day passes. They're very cheap at $15. I don't think it's a lot of money just to try if it's worth for you to be with it. And then we have a 30-day pass that's $60. But during the gameplay, during the 30 days, you can literally gain $200 worth of a character and $300 worth of NFTs. So I also think for players that want to play, that cost is not very high. Once you gain the character, that pass allows you lifetime access. So really, the 30-day pass is not a 30-day pass if you're an active player. If you're an active player during the 30 days, you're going to be playing Avalon till forever.
Yeah.
At some point, going to allow these characters to have a copy of them in the regular Web 2 version. So you're going to be able to access the large communities, and you're going to stay with the NFT one within a year. Yes, we didn't say nothing about the historical parts. So Avalon, the game, the Templars, this is the first chapter. It follows the Knights Templar, and we have the number one expert on Templars in the world, Freddy Silva. You can find him in our website. He is really the number one in the world currently on Templars. I had multiple books, multiple TV shows. You see him on the History Channel all the time on Gaia. We're going to try to tell you the stuff that they removed from the books, or the church decided that it's not right for people to know, or whatever right now they say about Templars. I can tell you that 80% of it is wrong. So we're going to teach you a lot of things here in this game. This game in general is for not only MMO crowd, but it's also a crowd that likes alternate history and believes in different dimensions, and believes that what you see is not everything that's out there, which I think is super simple. So we bring in the different communities. We're writing a bunch of new articles that describe and the story behind Templars. But it's not only limited to Templars. It's going to be limited to all these amazing things that happened in the past and we have forgotten. So I'm bringing a lot of cool stuff. The more money Avalon gets, the more interesting stuff we're going to bring in. This is a very, very early game that you guys see. This has been developed in 2022 in December. Since then, we added content, but graphically didn't change. When you jump into the game, it's actually very, very pretty even in this one. But I will try to present later on. I have already the new one, the beta, so I can show you a little bit gameplay from the beta with the Lumen system. It's incredible, like on the big screens and for good computers. It's really, really, really pretty for the tiny studio that we are. We're really trying to do the best, starting from the Web3 world, right, and moving to Web2 to make sure that we keep up with quality and bring the interest of the players. That big building there on the top that you see, it's a temple. It's actually player-owned. Temple collects taxes from all the businesses within the village. Any building that you see here is player-owned in general. There's very little buildings that are not sold yet. I say probably 10%.
Yeah, somebody just
This
asked, are the houses in the game 300 small, 600 large on Atomic Hub? Is that correct?
That's correct. Houses, huts start at $300, and they go all the way up to the farms. And the farms are, I think, 600 right now these days. When they started, they were 500. Every pool of the homes that we release in the villages, they go a little bit up. So every single pool, I think it's a 7 village. The temples are very expensive. I know this is some of the things here are expensive, but the game is to build a guild economy around it and have a group of solid people around the village. So they're not just going to abandon it. And so far, we have multiple different guilds. Everybody's running their in-game businesses. They support each other. So it's not for everyone, but you can start just having character, build it slowly with NFTs, then get a home, then maybe get a farm, sell some stuff in game, get something larger. I know people here that started from little home and now they own mills and produce bread for players. Bread is very important in the game, guys. This is a little bit of survival game, but it's not a hardcore because I don't like when you die and you lose everything. It will really annoy me. So I've done it that you can heal yourself. Druid can heal yourself. You can eat a bread. And when you die, you go to the graveyard. And the only thing that reduces is your health and your stamina, but you don't lose any items in general. So I've made it so it's fun to play and not being annoying, but yet when you die, it should be a penalty. So we've done that so people are not hardcore on this one. So yes, prices on NFTs are expensive, but the homes give you A, shelter, B, saving game in your home, C, they produce resources. So you don't need to look for resources around the map. You log in every day to your home, and the home will drop a giant box of resources then you can use for production, food, depending on the type of the home you have. Some of the homes actually drop ammunition for bows. And there is also stuff like secondary currency in the game. This is a graveyard. He just died and he healed himself. There's also secondary currency in the game, which is a silver. Then you can mint silver into silver bars. There will be NFTs. There will be on marketplaces. It's going to be a popular resource. And then you can use the silver bars into crafting very cool armors. And also you can craft very rare NFTs with the silver bars. That is for the people that are explorers and looking for silver in the game. And we have quite a bit of them that are just crazy about certain resources. And just everything for everyone, I would say. If you're a mellow player, this is a game for you. If you're very hardcore and you're looking for things, it's for you. The most important thing for us was also to don't overcomplicate UI. Don't have 15 items to craft one item. Make sure the weapons are leveling up with the character. Not you have a weapon that you created and spend time and then it's useless because your character become 100, right? So weapons go up with the character, and that means that all your hard work that you did at level 20 and 30 is not forgotten when you're level 100. And that was one of the most important things that the players, I think, care about. Well, that's
awesome. Yeah, we got to change. Hey, real quick, when I was talking earlier, I was muted on Twitch. Everyone's like, you're muted. People in the metaverse heard me. People on Twitch didn't. So let me repeat myself real quick before we switch. It's multi-chain. It's not only on Wax. It works seamlessly. Players are playing together on whatever chain they're using. whatever, it's Polygon NFTs, Wax NFTs. They're playing together and intermixing like they're in the same game but using different chains, which is a very, very cool thing. We're having a social block in an hour and a half. It's going to be 3 hours long, and there's going to be different booths that might be doing their own thing. So I want to let everybody know that Avalon the game will be right here at the main stage, this one, where we were earlier. There won't be anyone else here. They will be, or at least the game player will. They're going to play the game. It's for gameplay. And I'm going to put a giveaway inside the voice zone. I'll have a sign say, come here and get it. To come and to enter, you enter your email and you can win a 30-day pass, because like he said when he answered again, it's not free for all the reasons. But if you're interested and you want to try it for free, you can try to win a 30-day pass. And then also the social blog is meant for a deeper dive. So if you're interested in the game and you want to know more about the game and you want to talk about to the player and watch a lot more gameplay, there's 3 hours there at that time, as long as he stays there to do that. All right?
What time?
In an hour and a half, 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, I'm going to post it on the channels. Thank you guys for coming, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you're going to become part of the community. One
question said it's going to be on consoles. You mentioned it's going to consoles, right?
It's going to the Xbox, but it's going to be NFT optional, so don't expect, if they don't change the regulations, that it's going to be an NFT game on the console. It's going to be a standard game on the consoles. But still, what it does, it brings huge amount of eyes into the project, right? Unless Microsoft is going to change the regulations in a couple of years and they will allow the NFT games on the consoles. Right now they don't. They just allowed NFT optionals. So we are NFT optional.
Awesome. Good deal.